The microphone.
Yeah. Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. I'm your host, Big Mike, and you know I normally got my guy Jordan on here with me, man, but today he not going to be here. He handling some things back at home, you understand? So it's just me, solo dolo with you today, you understand? Now, I know we wasn't on the show yesterday, which was Thursday, and we apologize for that, but things happened at the last minute. We wasn't able to get on here, you feel what I'm saying? But what I'm going to start doing is this, and I apologize for that. What I'm going to start doing is, if we not going to be on the show, you know, I'm going to make sure we put something out on the web, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and things like that, and on YouTube to let people know, you know what I'm saying, that we're not going to be on, because people was hitting me up yesterday asking, Big Mike, man, what's up? What's up with the show, dog? What's going on? You know what I mean? So I apologize for that. You feel me? So forgive me for that. I take the total blame for that, for not letting y'all know. You feel what I'm saying? But for the ones that reached out, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. Let me know y'all watching and shit like that. You understand? And for the ones that's watching on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so you could be up to date with all things Under the Lights. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify right now, shout to you. Appreciate you and thank you. Thank you for downloading. Please keep doing that and keep rocking with us. You hear me? You understand? Happy Friday, everybody. You know, the weekend is coming up. Football weekend, week 6, we're going to talk about that on Monday. But yeah, before then, you know, week 6, a lot of football games. NBA basketball is underway with preseason, so you know we're gonna be talking about that too as the days go on, get closer to the season and stuff like that, giving our predictions of what we think our team could be, what we expect out of them, expectations, and all of that type of shit, man. Y'all know I'm a Sixer all day long, and you know I'm a LeBron fan all day long as well. So you know I'm Sixers, Lakers. That's what it is for me. You know Jordan, he's the Warriors. He a Steph Curry guy. You know what I mean? So yeah. We always talking that's good sports talk, so make sure y'all keep on listening to us. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at __ Under the Lights. Yes, it's 2 underscores. I tried to get, just Under the Lights, but somebody got that name sold up, and they haven't used that shit in like 6-7 years. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But you know what I like to do. I like to talk sports, and I tell y'all all the time I don't want to waste no time, because one thing you cannot get back in life is time. So we don't want to waste none no more. You understand? Stand me. So let's start with this NFL, man. If you was watching last night, Thursday Night Football, that means you seen the San Francisco 49ers go to Seattle and get a dub 36-24 in Seattle on Thursday Night Football. You understand? We know the Seahawks just came off a terrible loss last week to the Giants, and also the 49ers came off an even more terrible loss to the Cardinals, because they are a better team and they lost to a lesser tier team. You know what I mean? So I'm sure they happy to get, another win to go back to 3-3, because they was 2-3 coming into this game tonight. You understand? Or last night. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give y'all my thoughts on the game. You feel me? So for me, man, the thoughts on the game was simply this: Seattle, couldn't get nothing going in the first half. They really couldn't get none going. You understand? They had one red zone trip, and they got 3 points off of that, struggling, whatever the case may be. Geno looked horrible. Yeah, he looked horrible. He was late on throws, missing targets, underthrowing, overthrowing, you know what I mean, things. He just didn't look comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? The run game was non-existent. They couldn't get, they look one-dimensional. It's like they come into the game throwing the ball 40 times a game. That's not Geno Smith. He's not that type of quarterback 40 times a game and think he about to lead you somewhere. That's why he's leading the league in passing yards right now, because they throwing the ball so much. Quick throws, letting them get in, get out, things like that, get yards after the catch, whatever the case may be. You understand? But I don't think he helped at all. I don't think he helped at all in the first half. You know what I'm saying? Their first touchdown came from a kickoff return. That's how they scored their first touchdown. You know what I mean? And honestly, bro, I was never big on Seattle coming into the season anyway. I was never big on Seattle because if you look at it, the wins that they had, they beat the Broncos 26-20. Whoop-de-doo. Ain't nobody thinking about that. You beat the Patriots 2 weeks ago on a game-winning field goal, last-second field goal, 23-20. What are the Patriots? They not threatening nobody to do. They're going to be last in the AFC East. You know what I mean? They already last in the AFC East, and they're going to remain there. They got Drake May starting this week, but I don't think he's about to change life, in New England. You know how you get a quarterback that you ain't never seen before in the game, and he might go out there and light that shit up? That might be what Drake may do. They don't know how to game plan for him, you know what I mean? But now after the game or two, they have tape on him, film on him, and people can start game planning for him and take away the things that he likes to do most. You feel me? And then they beat the Dolphins 24-3, and I think that was the first game without Tua. So I know Tua didn't play at all. You understand what I'm saying? They lost to the Lions 42-29. Like I mentioned, they lost to the Jets last week 29-20. And they ran the ball for 175 yards on the ground. You understand what I'm saying? And Daniel Jones out there was 23 of 34 for 257 yards and 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. And that's without Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors is out. You understand what I'm saying? But, so I was really never big on the Seahawks when they was talking about they was undefeated and stuff like that. I knew that this is what was going to happen because this is the Seahawks, bro. They may start off like this, but they're not going to be able to carry this out through the remainder of the season. You know what I mean? I don't care about it being early. I don't care if it's early or late. The Seahawks is always that team lately. This is not the Legion of Boom years. That shit is over with Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner. Y'all know the crew. Y'all know LOB, the Legion of Boom. It's not that no more. You know what I mean? And they're not the team that's going to be consistent throughout the year and be real deal threats in the NFC and heading into the playoffs. You understand what I'm saying? So I felt they struggled, you know what I mean, pretty much, in the first half. And then you want to talk about the 49ers, they still got red zone issues. They've been having red zone issues all season. If you think about it, last season they were 67.2%. That's 67% on cashing in touchdowns in the red zone. That was number 1 overall. This season they're 40.9, basically 41%. Which is 30th in the NFL. You understand what I'm saying? So they still had issues in the red zone. I think they cashed in on the red zone a couple times, but they got 3 points on the others. You know what I mean? And in the NFL, man, you got to get 6. You don't want to have these teams, sticking around thinking they could play with you and things like that. But they ran the ball like normal. They had over 220 yards rushing on the ground. So and when it comes to like that, I tell my guy Jordan all the time, like, bro, because he a Baltimore Ravens fan, right? Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens fan. And, he last year, they had some injuries, J.K. Dobbins, it was somebody else on a running back depth chart. And I tell Jordan all the time, like, bro, running back is the easiest position to fill. If you telling me that your offensive line is trash and you got to have Barry Sanders in your backfield to make some shit work, you know what I mean, or LaDainian Tomlinson, all right, cool. Okay, those are generational players. I'm talking about the players that can make you miss. They can get the handoff and make you miss in the backfield and boom, and make it make sense. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have to be like that, but I'm saying if your offensive line ain't trash like that and you got an offensive line like the Ravens had in the Niners, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about the running back being out. Because if you didn't take a drop off your running game, and your running back came in and did what your starting running back would do, I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. You know what I mean? And Jordan Mason for the Niners, you know what I mean? He came in. He's at what is he, top 3 in the league in rushing? I know he went out tonight in the second quarter. He came back came back after halftime for a play, bruised his shoulder up. But the other running back, I think it's Guillermo. You know what I'm saying? He had a pretty good game. There was nothing when he got the ball, when their backup running back, number 31, I think his last name is Guillermo, when he got the ball in his hands, there was nothing that he had to do that, was so crazy. He didn't have to make nobody miss in the backfield. The holes was there. You know what I mean? You run through the holes, nigga. That's what you do. You run through the holes and make it make sense. And then at the end of the game, he broke it open for a last-second touchdown, or almost a last-second touchdown. You feel me? But he stopped the clock and slid to the ground. To keep the clock running, he slid to the ground. So the run game was there like normal. Like I said, I mentioned over 220 yards rushing on the ground. Brock Purdy, he was using his leg when it was needed. You know what I mean? Brock Purdy got a little athleticism to him, and he had a good game as well. 18 of 28, 255 yards and 3 touchdowns. But understand this, though. He had a good game, but there's some times in that game, if you was going against a better team than the Seahawks, they would capitalize on you getting off the field on third down and shit like that. Missed throws on third down that I seen, underthrown on third down that I seen. If this was probably a better team, they may have capitalized on that. You know what I mean? But pretty much he had a good game. The defense was lit for the 49ers. They was getting stops. You know what I mean? Like I said, they held Seattle to 3 points in the first half. You feel me? Now, when the second half got here, this is when we almost started to see what the Niners have been doing, which was giving up leads. And they did give up a lead almost, you know what I mean? But thanks to Geno Smith, he threw another interception. Now, the first interception he threw, he overthrew it. You know what I'm saying? That's on him. You know what I mean? And the rookie safety, he got the interception and made a play on the ball. The second interception across the middle of the field to DK Metcalf, I'm not going to put that on Geno Smith. DK Metcalf is supposed to come across. That's the same type of play that Devontae Smith ran against the Saints. When Jalen Hurts threw that interception, Devontae Smith, you throw the ball to where the route is constructed. Okay? So if you're supposed to run a deep end route, you're not supposed to curve that route off. You're supposed to come straight across, because if you don't come straight across and I put the ball right here and you do your shit like a U or an N, now that safety over the top has room to come down and make a play. Or if somebody's trailing that wide receiver, he can come down and make a play. And that's what happened on that second interception to Geno Smith in the second. To DK Metcalf. You know what I mean? That was intended for DK Metcalf, but got intercepted by the corner because he just fucked up. He fucked the route up. Instead of running straight across, he started going back upfield, and that opened it up for the corner that was trailing DK Metcalf to get an interception, to get a pick. So I'm going to blame DK Metcalf on that one, but unfortunately it still goes on Geno Smith's resume. And you can see when they was looking on the sideline at the Microsoft Surface what was going on and see what happened on that route, because Geno was confused as soon as he threw. He's like, that's the route. I mean, that's the play. Well, like, what's going on? You know what I mean? So he's looked at the Microsoft Surface and he's seen exactly what was going on. The route just was not ran right. You understand what I'm saying? But like I said, they almost gave this lead up, man. And twice this year, when they lost them games, they gave up a lead twice in the fourth quarter. You feel me? And we seen what happened with the Rams. You know what I mean? They gave a lead up in that game as well. You understand what I'm saying? And, other teams, man, that they going to go against, later, throughout this season, it's going to be better quarterbacks than Geno Smith. It's going to be better team overall than, the Seattle Seahawks. I know it's a division game, but they're not good. They're not that good to beat the Niners. You understand what I'm saying? But, it's going to be some teams that can capitalize off of them, because Brock Purdy start getting put off the field on third down. But like I said, the defense stepped up and made plays, because that drive, when that last drive that the 49ers punted, you know what I mean? And the Seahawks had to work from the 2-yard line. This is when it was 17-23. Wasn't even a full 7-point game. And the way, the Seattle Seahawks was moving the ball, the drive before that, because I think they had scored on 2 straight scoring touchdown drives. 2 straight drives at that moment, because they was working their way back into the game. You understand what I'm saying? And I think, the way they was moving the ball, if the defense doesn't make a play like that, now they blow that lead again. You understand what I'm saying? So, and this is when I be like, this could have been – now, they won the game, so we ain't really going to talk about it, right? But if the Seahawks would have won this game, let's just say they drive downfield, boom, because they had momentum. Seahawks had momentum. Let's just say the Seahawks drive downfield and they get a score, and it's 24-23 now. And then you force the 49ers to come down and score. Now, they had been kicked off the field. Like, their momentum was kind of gone. You understand what I'm saying? So just imagine, now we'll be talking about, the injuries, this, that, the third. They had injuries too, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you can't always bring up the injuries when you watching the game unfold right in front of your very eyes. When it come down to third down and the lead is dwindling, that's when your quarterback and everybody else got to be on point. You got to be on point, bro. And Brock Purdy wasn't. But like I said again, the defense stepped up and made a play. But if they didn't do that, now we're looking at a 2-4 team. You understand what I'm saying? Like the 49ers, we all know they're a good team. But they just don't look the same. Their defense don't look as dominant. You feel me? From the beginning of the season, don't look as dominant. Now, that's not saying that they sad. The thing is, the 49ers have had top defenses for a long time, for a while. All pros everywhere. They still got their front D line. I think Javon Hargrave may have been out, but you still got Bosa. You got Leonard Floyd. You feel what I'm saying? You still got Devondre Campbell. You still got Fred Warner, who is the leader of that defense. Diamador Lenore out there. You feel me? I know who Funga was, and now he's on IR. But understand this: when you got a team like that, that's when you know, okay, now we don't have this, this dream team, on defense no more. You know what I mean? It's not overpowering to where they just gonna clamp you all the way the fuck up. And Travarius Ward was out tonight too. You know what I mean? But so was Tariq Woolen, a lockdown corner, deep defensive tackle, Byron Murphy. You know what I mean? And they also had players on their defense who just got called up that day. They just got a call on Thursday, the daytime, and said, "Hey, you want to play? Yep. All right, cool. Be seated tonight." Click. You know what I mean? So it goes both ways. You understand what I'm saying? But now I feel like the 49ers, defensively wise, at least they have a regular team. You know what I mean? It's not dogs that don't just everywhere, and they can just swarm and all that type of shit. You feel me? So it's a little different. That's why I feel like if they go against a team that's a little better, that could capitalize when they start giving up these leads and shit, not giving the ball away, it could be a problem. But they got it done tonight. They got it done last night against the Seahawks. They moved to 3-3. And shit, we'll see how the rest of the season unfolds. Like I said, the final score was 36-24. You know what I mean? Brock Purdy, once again, 18 of 28, 255 yards and 3 touchdowns. So we'll see how the season unfolds when it comes down to the San Francisco 49ers and they move ahead moving on with this season. So I know my guy Tweezy, he probably happy. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he's probably ready to say, probably blame the coaching staff if they would have lost or whatever the case may be. That's too easy for you though. You know what I mean? So it's all good. So sticking with the NFL, man. I'm now by now, I know that if you're a sports fan, or at least an NFL fan, you are aware that the New York Jets have fired head coach Robert Saleh. Right? You all know that. But I haven't been able to speak on that. You know what I mean? So I heard the owner talk, Woody, the owner of the Jets. You understand what I'm saying? And I heard him say that the night before the firing of Robert Saleh, he spoke to Aaron Rodgers. Not about the firing, but about Aaron Rodgers passing 60,000 yards, how he feels. You know what I mean? He got hit a lot. You're getting sacked, blah, 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 shit like that. And he said that, he didn't say anything to Aaron Rodgers about it. And also Aaron Rodgers came out and said that he basically resents anything, you know what I mean, that people are trying to say that he knew about it. Basically saying he knew nothing about it. Woody and Aaron Rodgers must think we fucking dumb. They must think we boo-boo the fool, bro. This is the franchise quarterback for your squad. And you telling me you was on the phone with him the night before and you didn't bring this up to him at all? You're lying. That's your quarterback. He's going to know what's going on. Aaron Rodgers is a guy that wants to know what's going on in the franchise. I think that's all quarterbacks, especially if they're really a franchise quarterback. That's a 4-time MVP and a Super Bowl champion. He's going to know what's going on. It's shit that's getting moved around in that organization, especially when you're talking about the head coach. I don't believe that shit at all. You know what I mean? But the question is, was that the right move? Let me tell you something. I just don't think it was. Now, if you want to sit here and look at, the record of Robert Saleh since he's been in New York, you know what I mean, for these past 3 years, well, almost 3 years, you know what I mean, since he got, fired. He's 20-36. Okay? 20-36. But let's just get this straight, though. His first year, bro, he was with fucking Zach Wilson. What are you going to do with that? You're not doing nothing with that. You're not doing nothing. You're not doing nothing with that. Okay? Last year you were supposed to have Aaron Rodgers. He got hurt on the fourth play in week 1. So you didn't know what that could be. The defense last year was top 10. Shutting shit down. Clamping boys up. You feel what I'm saying? So they doing the same this year. They playing well this year, man. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Robert Saleh had brought up, I think in week 1, week 2? No, it was before that. It was after that. Matter of fact, it was last week. 2 weeks ago. Talking about like the penalties and stuff like that, right? And he had said something about Aaron may have to dial back on the cadences. You know, Aaron Rodgers got those cadences that'll make you jump. That'll make the D-line jump, defense jump off sides and all of that. But in this case, his offense was jumping. The offensive line was jumping. False start after false start after false start. Now, Robert Saleh has said something about that in the interview, the post-game press conference. And then Aaron Rodgers has said, another thing we can do is hold him accountable, talking about the offensive line. Because, while this is a professional team, he's been doing these cadences his whole career, since as far as we can remember. And I don't think he went to New York and just decided to do something different. So in training camp, was he doing something different or was he doing the same type of cadences? He was. You understand what I'm saying? But that interaction right there with Robert Saleh in the media, and then when Aaron Rodgers came out and said what he said, instantly right there, when I seen it, I said, something about to happen with Robert Saleh. Because that right there is going to cause, that little interaction right there is going to cause turmoil. It's going to cause turmoil because now it's like you blaming Aaron Rodgers and now Aaron Rodgers blaming Robert Saleh. And you know, the quarterback and the head coach is supposed to have a good relationship, you know what I mean, along with the offensive coordinator, whatever the case may be, right? But you don't want to make it seem like they're going against each other. From that moment when that happened, I said, something about to happen with Robert Saleh. And voila, he was gone the next day. He was gone. You feel me? So it's like, was that the right move? I mean, bro, like I said, the defense is doing their job. Aaron Rodgers just doesn't look the same. Aaron Rodgers, if you've been watching Aaron Rodgers his whole career, you know, first of all, Aaron Rodgers has made his name with making throws. He's not a runner. He's not Lamar with the football. He ain't Michael Vick. You feel me? He's not Cam Newton. He has made his name with throws. And I mean miraculous throws that quarterbacks, Tom Brady even says that he couldn't make. And obviously Tom Brady ain't got that athleticism, but no other quarterback can make the type of throws that Aaron Rodgers has made. Y'all remember when Aaron Rodgers used to be back in the pocket, he'd take his drop, whether it's a 5-step drop or a 7-step drop, don't matter, 3-step, whatever. Sometimes his back foot didn't even have to hit the ground, and he'll let that ball go downfield on a rope with pure, precise accuracy. It ain't like that no more. Been seeing it week after week after week after week. And I know we only 5 weeks in going into week 6, but this is what we've been seeing since you've been back. You feel me? So is it? So you're not making the throws that you normally make. I see you try to have some type of wavelength. I see Aaron Rodgers try to have some type of wavelength with Garrett Wilson, kind of like how he had with Devontae Adams. You feel me? It's just not clicking because anytime Aaron, and I said this on the show me and Joe was on last. Anytime Aaron Rodgers, he see cushion out there, he see cushion, a lot of cushion, and it might be 3rd and 4, it might be whatever, short, 2nd and short, 3rd and short, whatever the case may be. Man, he'll hike that ball and flip it right out to Devontae, or in this case, Garrett Wilson, he was trying to, and whether it was a miscommunication or what, it was behind him. So whatever that is, whether it's Aaron Rodgers' fault for throwing it behind him, or whether it's Garrett Wilson's fault for not getting his head around fast enough, who knows? The wavelength is just not there. You know what I mean? It was just not there, man. And so the connection is not there. They can't run the ball. You know what I mean? It's not the defensive side of the ball, which Robert Saleh has a big hand in, because Aaron Rodgers got Nathaniel Hackett, that's who he got, and he didn't have a good name coming into this any damn way, but that's who he got. He's happy with that. Robert Saleh, his focus is on the defense, and they are doing well. Robert Saleh has said earlier this season, I ain't worried about the defense. We're going to fix that. We'll get that together. This is he came from San Francisco. He was coaching that defense, so defense is definitely what he does. So that wasn't the reason that they was messed up. Their team is losing. You know what I mean? I think it's the offensive side of the ball. So if they should have made a move, to me personally, they should have kept Robert Saleh. You know what I mean? And maybe you get, another offensive coordinator, somebody that's really about something. Because Nathaniel Hackett just doesn't have a good name. You feel what I'm saying? So you fire Robert Saleh. What is it? For what? You needed a scapegoat or some shit? Because if we go back and look at the film, Aaron Rodgers does not look good. So I don't think it was the right move. I don't. I think they could have made another move. You know what I mean? Maybe you go get it. Maybe how about instead of doing that, go get a true a pass catcher. Why not go do that? Somebody that can open the field for you a little more, give you another target. I don't know. You don't get rid of Robert Saleh. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, my opinion. So now it's like this. Now the question comes like this. Now that Robert Saleh is gone, and I truly believe Aaron Rodgers knew 100% what was about to happen. He's lying to me. He's lying. I think he knew what was about to happen, and I think him and the owner, Woody, the Jets owner, Woody, had a freaking conversation about it the night before. You feel me? But now the question is this. Is it more pressure on Aaron Rodgers to win now than it was when Robert Saleh was there? Yeah, it's more pressure. Yeah. Because, so what you basically doing or saying is this. After firing Robert Saleh was the issue. Now that Robert Saleh's gone, they got Jeff Ulbrich. He's going to be the interim coach. I think he's on the defensive side. He's on the defensive side of the ball. He played football, played for the Niners in the NFL, right? So now he's in that position as the interim head coach. So you're saying Robert Saleh was a problem. So now that he's gone, what happens now? Aaron Rodgers, are we about to see a win streak? Are we going to see a win streak right now? You know what? Let me pull up the schedule real quick. Let me go ahead and pull up the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Before I keep elaborating on it. Okay, Jets schedule 2024. Okay, so y'all struggling right now, right? They struggling. Monday night, they got the Bills in New York. They got the Bills, right? All right, cool. They got the Steelers. We know what type of defense they provide. We know what they're coming with. They can win gritty football games, and they can get after your quarterback. And and Aaron Rodgers is not moving like he once moved. He's 40. He's coming off an Achilles injury too. So he's not moving like he once could. You know what I mean? And then you got the Patriots. Cool. And there ain't going to be no pushover. It's not. You know what I mean? That's a division game. They built off defense. Then you got the Texans. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? You got the Cardinals. The Cardinals is always a sneaky team. You see what happened against the Niners? Sneaky team, man. You understand what I'm saying? So are you going to go ahead and go on a win streak and get your team back in, and get your team in AFC playoff contention? Because that's what it should be when you fire a coach, because you're saying that he's the problem. So now we should see the Jets. Start taking off then, since Robert Saleh was the problem. And now listen to this. What if now that Robert Saleh's gone, what if the defense is not the same? What if the defense is not the same? So now you'll have a defense that's not the same and an offense that's still struggling. You're not telling me just because Robert Saleh gone, y'all about to start tearing it up on offense. It's not even his side of the ball that he's in tune with like that. Obviously he knows what's going on, but that's not what he naturally coaches. He's focused on the defensive side of the ball. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he goes to, quarterback meetings and all. He's the head coach, sure. But bro, he's on the defensive side of the ball. So what if that defense takes a dip? What if it does? Is the offense going to carry it? No, because they're getting carried by the defense now. You know what I mean? So to me personally, I feel like it is more pressure on Aaron Rodgers to go ahead and win after they fire Robert Saleh, because that's the issue, obviously. So you're going to have to go out there and get some dubs. You're going to have to. But it ain't looking good, because I don't see the offense prospering at all. They can't, like I said before, they can't run the ball. Alan Lazard is dropping passes. Garrett Wilson, me personally, he's a good wide receiver. Me personally, dog, I think he's a really good number 2. That's just me. I don't think he's the guy that's going to – he's not going to be He's not going to be a T.O., you know what I mean, or a guy that can, Jerry Rice. I know these is great receivers. I'm just saying guys that can be the number one and just be a dog out there. He can't be Devontae Adams. I don't think so. So, and so if he can't be Devontae Adams, to me, I don't think he can be Devontae Adams. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a really, really, really good number two. Is it okay? Look. Am I overstretching it if I say him and T. Higgins are on the same level? T. Higgins is a number two. T. Higgins is not Jamar Chase by far. He's not Jamar Chase. He's a really, really good number two, though. And I don't believe if T. Higgins was, somewhere else leading the way as the number one receiver, I don't know if the production, I don't think he would give you Jamar Chase production. That's just me. I could be wrong, and we won't know it until, we see elsewhere. We see T. Higgins if he goes elsewhere. You feel me? We won't know that, but I don't think Garrett Wilson is like that. Mike Williams, he coming off of ACL. You know what I mean? And he used to be a big playmaker. I think his average before with the Chargers was like 15 yards a catch, 15 and a half yards a catch. Big playmaker, right? Just haven't got it going yet. Whether it's Aaron Rodgers or whether it's him. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the offense that's being called, the plays that's being called. But like I mentioned before, Nathaniel Hackett does not have a good name like that as a play caller. He just doesn't. You feel me? And so, and that's and that just leads us to our next question. The next question is this. We talk about Devontae Adams, right? And he's up. He wants to get traded out of Vegas. He wants to be gone. And he got the Jets and he got the Saints as his top landing spots. Now, I'm sure other teams are going to, hit the Raiders up for Devontae Adams, I'm sorry. Got me thinking about my Eagles and shit. We back week 6, and the Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, and Lane Johnson is back. You know what I mean? So that's what I was, was on my mind. You know what I mean? But Devontae Adams, man, I'm sure teams is going to hit the Raiders up for him. They asking for a second-round pick. Now, he hasn't got it yet. Hasn't got it, you know what I mean? And you would be like, man, maybe do they think he's worth it? Of course he is. Of course he is. But the question is, you know what I mean, should he still have the Jets as his number one team of interest? I mean, this is Devontae Adams we talking about here, right? Devontae Adams, the great receiver that he is. I mean, beats double teams. He gets bracketed and still beats it. He can read the defense. He can know what they're doing. He can do it all. You know what I mean? But you're not seeing it right now because he in Las Vegas with Gardner Minshew. Yeah, you're not going to see much with Gardner Minshew. No disrespect. Gardner Minshew is a good quarterback, but he franchise quarterback, take you there, lead you there. No. That's not him. It's not him. You know what I'm saying? But this is the same Devontae Adams who went to the Raiders because Derek Carr, his buddy, his friend, was the quarterback. Derek Carr, my friend, he mediocre. You know that. I'm not going to Vegas with Derek Carr. What are you going to do for me? This nigga be throwing the ball off the back foot, throwing it in the ocean. It's like if he ain't throwing a bomb, if he ain't throwing bombs, he ain't really hitting on nothing. I don't really see like Derek Carr put real drives together and like fuck them first 2 weeks when they scored 47 points the first game and then 44 against the Cowboys. All right, cool, won't get fucked. That was the Panthers' first game. You dropped 47 and you dropped 44 on the Cowboys' head. Poop. You rushed the ball really well, all that type of shit, right? But I don't really see. This is Devontae Adams. This ain't college. What you think Derek Carr was going to do for you? You know his career. You've seen a large sample size of his career. Going to Vegas, that's like, do you want to win? Do you really want to win? Why would you go there? Friend or not, why would you go there? You know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to still have his eyes set on going to the Jets. Unless you talking about unless he just bluffing and going to end up somewhere else. Now, it ain't up to him. It's up to what the Raiders could get. They want the second round pick and they want additional compensation. That's what they want. You know what I mean? But I think he'll have his eyes still set on the Jets. Like I said, he wanted to go to the Raiders. So he wanted to go to the Raiders because Derek Carr was his friend. And they was in college and shit like that. Well, why wouldn't he want to go to the Jets when he was with Aaron Rodgers and he put all his numbers up with Aaron Rodgers? He's thinking about the wavelength that they had. He's looking at the plays that Garrett Wilson's getting. Oh, maybe I would have done that. You understand what I'm saying? So he might end up, who knows? He may end up at a contender. Who knows? But I'm going off of the decision that he made to go to Vegas because that's his friend. You went to Vegas because that's your friend. Well, A-Rod is your friend too. He might go to New York. No matter what the Robert Saleh is there or not. You know what I mean? He might not care about Nathaniel Hackett not being that dude like that. He may just want to go play with Aaron Rodgers just the way he wanted to go play with Derek Carr. You know what I mean? So, me personally, if it was me, the way he throwing that ball, Aaron Rodgers, bro, because now Devontae Adams will be there to be the savior. Now, would it open it up for Garrett Wilson? Yeah. Maybe it'll open the run game up. Maybe it will. You feel me? And maybe that's what he's thinking about. But, Nathaniel Hackett just fired Robert Saleh. Don't know what the defense is going to do. You know what I mean? They under 500. I would probably, if it was me, I would go to somewhere else. But, you know what I mean? Devontae Adams, he went to the Raiders. You know what I mean? I think he should change his team of interest. Like I said, it ain't up to him, but I just don't think the Jets is that. I just don't think so. And listen, maybe he could go there and change life, bro. But is Aaron Rodgers is he going to automatically just be real accurate now? Or are you about to force feed Devontae Adams the ball or what? You know what I mean? But I think he should really, really take a good look. You know what I mean? And then how long you want to be in New York? How much longer is Aaron Rodgers going to be in New York? He's 40. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. But we're going to see how that play out. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams, he's not playing this week. You know what I mean? They're saying it's a hamstring, whatever the case may be. You feel me? But I think he has played his last down in Vegas. I think after this week, week 6, when the week is progressing, I think he'll be on a different team because they said the Raiders came out and said in the reports and all of that, they are dealing Devontae Adams. They want a second-round pick and additional compensation. I think this week is going to happen, and we'll see where Devontae Adams ends up. You know what I mean? So we shall see. Moving on, man. Going to my Philadelphia Eagles. Now, it's always some shit going on in Philly with my Eagles, man. Always some shit going on in Philly with my Eagles, whether somebody hurt or whether some missing a bunch of tackles or the coaching staff or we talking about turnovers or whatever the case may be, right? But in this particular moment, we're talking about my Eagles releasing former All-Pro and Super Bowl champion Devin White, the middle linebacker that we got from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just this past offseason, right? My thoughts on this move is simply this. I don't know why they did. Obviously, you signed him because we needed linebacker help. So in training camp, I'm hearing that, Nakobe Dean at the end of training camp, he kind of came, came on a little more, than Devin White, according to Vic Fangio, who was our defensive coordinator. All right, cool. Well, the first game going against the Packers in Brazil on that Friday night, Devin White didn't come. Why? He had an ankle injury, so he stayed home. The next 2 games, he was a healthy scratch. Healthy, just didn't play. The 4th game against the Bucs down in Tampa, he didn't even come because it said for personal reasons. And then after that, we see, boom, after the bye week, boom, they release him. So now we see that Nakobe Dean is having an ankle issue. So now it's like if he doesn't play and he's had foot issues in the past, he was on IR twice last year for foot injury. Now it's an ankle. So we don't know how much this is going to progress in Philly. I don't know. I don't know. You understand what I'm saying? So the first 2 games, we gave up 315 yards on the ground, bro. On the ground, we gave up 315. And I'm like, man, well, damn. Is Devin White on the side? Why he ain't suited up? I get the first game, but the second and third game, I'm like, what's going on? Why is this man not in the game? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you signed him 1 year, $4 million. You got rid of him quick. I just feel like it's going to come back to bite us in our ass, man. And I think when we was getting ran on like that, I think they should have input him in the fucking game. That's what I think, to see what he can do at least. To see what he can do at least, man. It ain't like, you changing quarterbacks and shit. Man, this is linebacker. We getting ran on. We missing tackles and everything. And one thing Devin White can do well is blitz, and he can tackle. You understand? So, I mean, I don't like the move. I just feel like Devin White is a guy that you just cannot get rid of. We don't have the depth at linebacker like that to go sit up here and say, you know what? We don't need him no more. I don't trust that Nakobe Dean is going to be with us the whole season because he hasn't been with us the whole season yet. He been hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't agree with it. I think we can still use him. He's a better linebacker than what we got coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that with this move right here, we look better because you're basically saying we don't need them. So that means the Kobe Dean and Zach Bond should be on everything. And them niggas out there missing tackles too. Just like the rest of the fucking defense, missing tackles. You feel me? So I wish we could have kept them, but shit, it is what it is, man. So this is I'm sure this is, something, Nick Sirianni, he thought about it too and said, we don't need him. But this is the same guy who says go for it on fourth down, every goddamn fourth down. He's missing points and shit. So I don't want to why would I want to listen to him and to his reasoning as to why, we don't have him no more. You can't even make the right decisions in the game. And you're the head coach. You don't make the right decisions. So, I mean, it is what it is. Shit happens. So hopefully our linebackers that we have in there now, they can be effective and stay on the field. Zach Bond, Nakobe Dean, and so that it is what it is, man. Sticking with my Eagles, man. We play the Browns on Sunday. The Cleveland Browns. Now we all know if you watch NFL, the Cleveland Browns are trash. They are trash. Deshaun Watson is horrible. It's time for a QB change in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Stefanski, who is the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, he already said, we're not changing quarterbacks. They're not changing quarterbacks, so they're sticking with them, right? Cool. So I'm expecting to see Deshaun Watson on the field on Sunday against my Eagles. And what am I expecting from my Eagles coming out of this bye week? First thing is this. I'm glad we got A.J. Brown back off the hamstring injury. Hopefully he'll be with us for the remainder of the season. We know A.J. Brown is a big guy. He's 6'2", 230, I think. 225, 230. All that weight, running, stopping, planting, big dude. Them hamstrings can get tight. You know what I mean? We've seen what happened to Devontae Smith, to Smitty against the Saints. Me personally, like I said, I didn't hear the whistle first. And I'm a guy that's like, when I was coaching, look, we played to the whistle, and I coached defense. I played defense to the whistle. We all hold him up. If you can't get it, hold him up. We coming. And that's what happened. So, like I said, I didn't hear no whistle. I heard it after that. So as long as the whistle is not being blown, hey, you got to go up and make a hit. And Devontae Smith, he took that big hit from big 330-pound D lineman and knocked him out the game. Now, one thing I didn't like is that when dudes spit, it looked like he spit on Devontae. Another guy that had fell on the play, whatever the case, like he spit on him or whatever. I know it was an intense game. It was, it was heated. You know what I'm saying? They was hot coming in 2-0, and so were we. No, matter of fact, we were 1-1. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, it's like I want to see my team come out here and beat the Browns' ass because we got our guys back. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are 61% of our receiving yards. Jahan Dotson, John Ross, Jahan Dotson, who was in Washington for 2 years. And I'm going to say the same thing I said before. Jahan Dotson was in Washington for 2 years. Washington is not a team that can come out here and just let players go. We're going to get rid of him. They're trying to get people. They're trying to go somewhere. They're trying to rise up the rankings. They're trying to continue to climb. So if Jahan Dotson was doing something for the Washington Commanders, bro, they wouldn't have ever got rid of him. He wasn't doing nothing for them. So coming over here to us as the third receiver, that didn't really do nothing for me. So you got my guy Tweezy, he wanted to say, you got Jahan Dotson, and he's better than Jawan Jennings. How? Jawan Jennings been to the Super Bowl. Jawan Jennings shows up and plays, with the 49ers and makes plays with the 49ers. I promise you they're not getting rid of him. We see what he did when when Debo was out? Did he have 11 for 175 this year? Jawan Jennings threw the touchdown in the Super Bowl and caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Jawan Jennings is a fucking legit wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Am I calling him a number one? No. But in the number 3 spot, well, hell, he stepped up and played like a number one, and he playing like a number one still. He's still making plays. You didn't see the type of production out of Jahan Dotson, Tweezy. So don't lie and try to say that he's better than Jahan Dotson is better than Jawan Jennings, because you're lying. And what he wanted to do, y'all would say, oh, we got this so good of a team now. If the Eagles don't get to the Super Bowl, he like, oh, even if they don't win it, if they don't get there, I'm going to fry your ass and fry your team until next season. Stop doing that, bro. You know good and damn well y'all team is I'm not going to say way better, but y'all have more pieces than we do. Now, y'all nicked up now. But when both teams is healthy, they still putting the Niners at the top, my nigga. So stop with that shit, Playboy. Jawan Jennings is much better than Jahan Dotson. I don't want to know. I don't give a fuck what he did at Penn State. Nigga, this is the NFL. He ain't done nothing in the NFL. He had a chance last week against 2 weeks ago against the Bucks. He did nothing. Couldn't even get open. Couldn't get open. He's not a guy that's going to go ahead and beat one-on-one. He's not going to do that, bro. And even when he was in the 3rd spot, he wasn't doing it. Wasn't getting open. You know what I mean? So with A.J. Brown, Devontae come back, I think we'll be straight. Lane Johnson, when he's in the game, we win 62% of our games. When he's not playing, when Lane Johnson is playing, we win 62% of our games. When he's not playing, we win only 38% of our games. So if you add that along with A.J. and Devontae being out, we're not going to do shit. We're not really going to do shit. You understand what I'm saying? So they're back now, and I want to see, because I don't know what our offense could be. A.J. Brown played 1 game this year. I don't know how good we can look. I don't know. But now that they back, I'm hoping that the injuries will stop. You know what I'm saying? It won't be piling up and shit. And we can see what we can really do, what we can really be. Now, my thing is this. I said this before. I said this right when we got Kellen Moore. I said, don't fucking come over here to Philly, nigga, to the Eagles organization, trying to be like you in Dallas still. We ain't trying to throw the ball 30, 40 fucking times a game. Nigga, we got Saquon Barkley out here, bro. Saquon Barkley. We run the football. We can play action off that, and we can be great off that shit. Why in the hell would Saquon be out here for a whole series and not get a touch? Why in the hell would Saquon be out here for a whole quarter and get barely any touches? What do we bring him over here for? Kellen Moore. This is not what we do, bro. I've said this before on this show. We get ugly, man. We get ugly. Yes, not pretty. We get ugly. And that don't mean always squeaking out a win. I'm just saying we could beat your ass by double digits, but it can still be ugly because we running the ball down your throat. We being physical on that O-line. We popping motherfuckers, making tackles. That's what we do. Obviously, we've been missing tackles, but you know what I'm saying? That's what we normally do in Philly, man. You know what I'm saying? We physical on offense too. So don't come over here with all this super duper passing shit, want to throw it 30, 40. This ain't Dallas, man. And we don't do that goofy ass shit. We run the football and play action off of that shit. Get Saquon involved more. Saquon should have 20 to 25 carries a game or 20 carries a game minimum. That's what he do. We got the O-line for it. You got him back here. Jalen Hurts back here. He's standing back here like this. Patting the ball. Offensive line is protecting. But niggas wasn't open. Get the ball to Saquon, man. Hand it to him. He's a home run hitter. He's a game breaker. Let him break the damn game open. You feel me? I want to see a clean game. I don't want to see no turnovers from Jalen Hurts. I don't want to see no fucking interceptions. I don't want to see no fumbles. If you're going to be in the pocket, squeeze that ball. If you're going to roll out of the pocket and you running, 2 hands on the ball. You learn from that against the Saints because when was the Saints, they stripped you. No, it was the Bucks because he running out of the pocket with the ball in his hand. They stripped him, and that very next possession, he running out there same way rolling out, but he got 2 hands on the ball then. You know what I mean? Now, what's that? I think that was against the Saints. And the Saints. He got 2 hands on the ball then. You should be doing that. I want to see a clean game, bro. That's what I want to see. I don't want no turnovers, and I want to see the wavelength. I want to see pretty much domination, because if you can't walk over the Browns how they look, bro, if my Eagles cannot go home at Lincoln Financial Field and walk all over, I'm talking, no, fuck that, fly all over the Browns, we in trouble. The Browns are they are the inside of someone's ass without cleaning it. They're that bad. They're that bad. You know what I mean? You know what? The Browns is the perfect name for them. It's the same color as shit, because that's what they are. And if they come to Lincoln Financial Field and it's a close game, we can't get no stops with that fucked up ass throwing motion. Goddamn, Deshaun Watson goddamn can't can't get the full range of motion in his arm and shit to throw that ball right. He doing 75% shit. And you can't lock that up, bro. We ain't going nowhere, man. We ain't going nowhere. And that's as simple as that. If the defense can't go out there and make tackles, make stops, you know what I mean? You got guys out there like Avonte Maddox. You know what I mean? Out there, we getting blown out 24-0 against the Bucks. 24-0. And this fool-ass nigga out here asking Mike Evans, hey, you still on game? You still be gaming? You still be gaming? He looking up at him like a fucking kid. Hey, you still be gaming? Yeah, man, cool. Gotta get you on Fortnite, man. The fuck you talking about Fortnite for, nigga? We getting fucking whooped. 24-0. And that's why your ass is on a bench now. I'm hoping Cooper DeJean, the rookie from Iowa, I'm hoping he can come in and fill in, because Avonte Maddox was getting fried like ghetto chicken anyway, nigga. Extra crispy. He was getting fried. He wasn't stopping nobody. He coming off back-to-back injuries too. Back-to-back injuries. You know what I'm saying? He been healthy this season. He ain't been nicked up. He's played in like 82% of the snaps, but he been getting fucking fried. And the mere fact that we out here getting blown out 24-0, you asking Mike Evans, is he still gaming? Got to get you on Fortnite? Are you out your mind, bro? We don't want you on the team no more. I don't want to see Avonte Maddox on the field. Maybe get him on kickoff or some damn special team somewhere, punt or some type of shit, bro. Go down there and make a fucking tackle. We don't want your ass no more, bro. Your mind ain't even in the fucking game. Fortnite. We got killed like Fortnite. 24-0. That's what the score was when you was asking for. So I'm glad your ass ain't gonna be on the field. I'm glad. We don't need that type of negative, soft-ass energy on our field. 24-0. I'm gonna ask this nigga about some Fortnite. Man, please. And I guarantee you, with social media and all of that, bro, I guarantee you, that's the reason Cooper DeJean gonna be in the game. Cooper DeJean come to practice every day. He working hard. I'm hearing all of that. He's working hard. You got this motherfucker out here asking if he playing Fortnite, if he's still gaming. Yeah, you go ahead and worry about the game on the bench, Playboy. Take your Nintendo Switch with you, some shit too. Go on the bench, you know what I mean, or put it on the Microsoft service, make it look like you watching film, and tell them hook it up for Fortnite, because your ass don't need to play for us no damn more. You know what I mean? So yeah, the defense, bro, physical, be physical. Get to Deshaun Watson. He can't move. His feet are like cement bricks. He's not an escape artist no more. That arm is terrible. You can get to him and rattle him. He's not the same no more, bro. He not. Make tackles. Run Saquon. Jalen Hurts. Do not turn the ball over. Period. Let's build something. Starting with this week, I heard that I'm reading up on things, and I seen that Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni in this bye week, they got a chance to sit down and have a man-to-man conversation and hash things out, man. Talk about the team and just talk about whatever differences or whatever the case may be. Okay, so y'all should be cool now. Y'all talk man-to-man. Let's go out here and have a motherfucking great-ass outing Sunday against the Browns. We 2-2. We should be 3-2. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see no close-ass game. These niggas is getting slapped, man. The Browns is getting slapped. Them niggas is checked out, bro. They defense, supposed to be defense or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the same. They probably discouraged up here because they know every time they get off the field, they coming right back on because Deshaun Watson going to be speedy. He going to be quick off that field. 3 plays, he's back. 4, 5, 7 plays, he's back. They probably tired. All of that shit, man. They're discouraged. They're discouraged, bro. They're checked out. Don't let us be the team that the Browns come out here and get some money on. Deshaun Watson ain't even threw for 200 yards. Don't let it be against us. Vic Fangio, if they start getting off, bro, push them men up. Press man coverage, man. Knock the timing off. Stop letting these boys get free will off the line of scrimmage. Where they do that at? Change that shit, man. Nick Sirianni, if you see shit fucked up on the defensive side of the ball, don't be standing there on the goddamn the sideline all game long like you did against the goddamn Buccaneers and sitting there watching the defenses get cooked on the sideline. I was wondering when he was going to hop on the phone and call up to Vic Fangio in the press box and say, yo, it ain't working. Press man coverage. Knock the timing off. Let's go. They killing us, and killing us some more. He did none of that shit. None of that. Start making changes in the game. Adjustments in the game. That's what great coaches do. But all Nick Sirianni do is just say, go for it on 4th down. And he said that himself. I've been saying that since last season. I've been saying that. And he said that he gave Kellen Moore all rights. Vic Fangio's handling this. You know what I mean? Pretty much all I do is say make the tough decisions on 4th down. I said that. I've been saying it. That's all they're doing. You don't call plays on offense. You don't call plays on defense. Just go for it on 4th down. You don't make no calls up to the press box. Matter of fact, I think Vic Fangio should bring his motherfucking old ass back on down to the field so you can see these players eye to eye in their face so you can know what they see. You understand what I'm saying? So you can talk to them in their face and look in their eyes and see and know what they talking about and know you can know what they see, man. What that other team is doing. That's what he should be doing. But he up in the press box and shit. I just want to see a different team out here, man. I want to see a different team out here on Sunday. Go out here, play a clean game, and get a dub. And listen, a win is a win, right? But squeaking out a win against the Browns is just not going to cut it for me. I need to see a 2-possession win, bro. I'm being honest. I need to see a 2-possession win in this game, bro. That's just me. And I'm sticking with that shit. Fly, Eagles, fly. You know I ain't never going nowhere. But shit got to change in this bitch. I'm sorry. Fuck that, man. Fuck all that shit. Then got me pissed off talking about Nick Sirianni, old goofy ass, man. Goofy ass motherfucker. But it is what it is, man. So look, before I get up out of here, man, I'm going to go through these picks, right? I'm going to go through these picks. You understand what I'm saying? This is the week 6 picks for the NFL. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So for the ones that still watching, appreciate y'all, man. You listening? Still appreciate you. You feel me? Look, you already know. Let me write this down. Write this down because I'm going to talk to Jordan too. I'm going to talk to Jordan. You know what I mean? When I get off of here, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to go through these picks together. We might hop on live on Instagram and do the NFL picks, whatever the case may be, so y'all can see who we pick. Y'all know I'm 7-5 in our record. In our bet, I'm 7-5, right? All right, so look. We got the Browns and my Eagles. Obviously, you know, I'm picking my Eagles. We got the Jags and the Bears. I'm going to keep it real with you. We got the Jags and the Bears. I'm going Chicago Bears. Real talk. Texans and Patriots. I'm going Texans. I'm going Texans. Now, this the one right here. Commanders, Ravens. Jaden Daniels playing well. He's playing well. But I said I wanted to see him do it against a better team. You know what I mean? We know the Ravens can score. They can put up points. Their defense is not as dominant as it once was. Their run defense is still number one. But overall, you know what I mean? It's not up there like that no more, right? But now, this is going to force Jaden Daniels to go out here and, go out here and get touchdowns as well. Because I think the Ravens will still be able to go out there and do what they normally do. You can still got Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely, you know what I mean? Mark Andrews came alive. They used him more last week. You got one of the greatest running backs ever. Top 5 running backs ever. He's up there with, the 10,000-yard mark with LaDainian Thompson, Jim Brown, Adrian Peterson, guys like that, the great guys. We know what Derrick Henry represents. I mean, he carried the Tennessee Titans for fucking 8-9 years. You know what I mean? But I got to take Baltimore, bro. I got to keep it real with you. I'm going to take Baltimore. I think, the experience, all of that, I think it's going to come to a halt for, because the Commanders are on the 4-game win streak. I think that win streak is going to come to a halt. You know what I mean? So I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens on that one. And then we got the Arizona Cardinals and we got the Packers. Me personally, and it's in Green Bay. Now, I know the Cardinals just, I think they're coming off a, what was that they beat the 49ers last week? I think it was last week. Wait a minute. Yeah, just last week. Coming off a win against the 49ers. They're feeling confident. They're going to Green Bay. I don't know. Is Jair Alexander back? He's questionable. They got a lot of guys. Damn. They got a lot of guys questionable, man. I'm going with Green Bay still. I'm going to go with Green Bay. At home in Green Bay. Boom, that's what I'm rocking with. Next, we have, we got the Bucks and the Saints. We got New Orleans and we got Tampa. Okay? Me personally, I'm going Tampa. Even though it's in New Orleans, I'm going Tampa. I think, and matter of fact, I'm going Tampa for sure. I'm going Tampa. No, I'm going Tampa. And we got the Colts and the Titans. You know what? Every time I pick the Colts to win, bro, they always screw me, dog. And then when I pick against them, they win. Not all the time, but majority of the time, right? I'm going to stick with the Colts on this one, man. Because I think Joe Flacco going to play too. I think Flacco going to play. I think he going to do, he going to do what Joe Flacco do. Well, Anthony Richardson is no longer on the injury report, so he might be playing. Man, but even still, it's Will Levis, bro. It's Will Levis. I don't see. Yeah, I'm going with the Colts on this one. I got the Colts. After that, we got the Chargers and the Broncos. Give me Broncos in a close win. Give me Broncos in a close win in Denver at 405. Yep, that's what I'm going with. Then we got Pittsburgh and we got the Raiders. I'm going Pittsburgh. That's where I'm going with that. Lions, Cowboys. Yeah, y'all don't even ask. You already know where I'm going with this. If y'all watch this show under the lights. Y'all know Big Mike. Y'all know who I'm rocking with. You know what I mean? Boom. Let's go, Jared Goff. Do what you do, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. They can't stop the run. Y'all boys is dogs out here. Let's go, Jameson Williams and Roman St. Brown, Sam Laporta. Let's go. Go ahead and do what you do for D-Town. And I think they're going to walk into Jerry Ward and get a dub. That's exactly what they're going to do. And them Cowboy fans going to be tucking their tail and shit like my dog KJ. He going to be tucking his tail and shit, you know what I mean? Not want to answer the phone and all that other shit. Blocking me and everything else, you know what I mean? Falcons, Panthers. I mean, this is a no-brainer. We got ATL. This is a no-brainer for me. No-brainer. Bengals, Giants. Now, hey, listen, the Giants coming off a 2-game win streak, man. They got confidence, bro. And the thing is, are the Bengals discouraged? Based off how they lost. See how they lost? You see how they lost to the Bengals could easily be 3-1 this year, bro. Easily. Easily. You see what happened last week with the kick, with the holder. Boom. You see what happened against the Chiefs. Boom. Bro, easily could be 3-1 right now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think they discouraged, though. That ain't Joey B. That ain't Joe Cool's makeup. You feel me? I'm going Cincinnati. I'm sure my guy Jordan, he going to go New York Giants just because they on a 2-game win streak, and he want to bet against me. You feel me? As always. And then on Monday night, we got Buffalo and the New York Jets. Me personally, and it's going to be in New York, in the Jet Stadium, in MetLife, I'm going with Buffalo. You know what I mean? So once Jordan get back, or once I holler at Jordan, you know what I mean? Y'all see my picks. You know what I mean? I got Philly, the Bears, the Texans, the Ravens, the Packers, the Bucks, the Colts, the Broncos, the Steelers, the Lions, the Falcons, the Bengals, and the Bills. You feel me? So once y'all are here to the record. Once we get back on here Monday, me and Jordan, you know what I mean, and we're because I'm gonna go live with him on Instagram, and we're gonna do our picks together since he not here with me right now. You feel me? So I'm holding it down for my guy. You feel me? So yeah, man, you'll know the record, and I'm pretty sure I'll be up. I don't see me lose, depending on which games. You know what I mean? He choose. I don't really see. See, what he gonna do is this. He know that we get a jersey at the end of the season. I won last season. He gonna go through this and try to pick the same. He gonna try to do a couple against me, shit like that. You know what I mean? But see, this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping my guy Jordan don't watch this show. I hope he don't watch the show, so he won't know my picks. You understand what I'm saying? He won't know my picks until I call him and go through the picks with him. And I'm gonna tell, since he ain't on the show today, he don't get the opportunity to say who you pick. No. I already did my picks. So when he let me know who he got, then I'll be like, well, I got this team because I already did mine. Boom. And the better be sealed. You understand? I know, Jordan, you think you ain't slick, Jordan. I know you, Jordan. I know you, nigga. I know what you be doing, boy. You understand? So listen, man, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. That's going to be the show for today. You feel me? For the ones that's listening on Apple Podcasts and Spotify right now, I appreciate you, and I thank you for listening to me for this whole hour and some change. You know what I mean? Thank you for listening to me. Make sure you let a friend know, you know what I'm saying? Tell your friends that's watching on YouTube. Tell your friends to watch on YouTube live on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You understand? Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We're talking that good sports talk, man. And so, like I said, I'm Big Mike. I'm your host. We'll be back on here Monday, 5 p.m. live on YouTube. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Happy Friday. Stay safe. Drink responsibly. You know what I mean? If you're getting drunk out here, don't try to get behind the wheel. I know the weekend is when everybody want to unwind and shit like that. You know what I mean? But hey, stay safe, drive safe, drink responsibly, and most of all, stay out the way. So listen, that's our show for the day, and I'm gone.
Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah.